Hey, Karmic, YouTube bestie, and I am here with a video, right? In this video today, first of all, hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is finding positivity in whatever it is that they are going through and staying above the water, okay? It's about sailing, baby. The fuck up out of here, okay? But anyway, today I wanted to do a video on karmic relationships, okay? The reason why I feel like I need to do this is because a lot of people out here don't even know that they are operating in karmic behavior, okay? A karmic can be your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. A karmic could be NT by T in your life, okay? You would say, why do I gotta acknowledge a karmic? Why do we have to even acknowledge that we are karmic if we are? You know what I'm saying? What is the big deal about this whole karmic thing, right? Okay, yes, you know, they say karmic sounds like karma, so it's like it's related to karma. Yes, it is related to karma, okay? Karmic in your life is somebody who's put in your life to show you a lesson. There's a lesson that you have to learn in this lifetime, okay? And these karmics that come into your life are the people who are supposed to help you learn the lesson. However, if you do not learn the lesson, this cycle remains, goes over and over and over until you grasp the lesson. Hence is why a lot of people end up in the same relationship, different guy, but same relationship over and over and over. There's a lesson you haven't learned there, okay? All right, so let's just go ahead and flat out just read what is the definition of a karmic relationship, okay? And then I'm going to give you some examples of what it is, what it looks like, okay? So that you can determine, hey, dang, I'm in a karmic relationship, or I'm the karmic, you know what I mean? So pretty much you'll be able to determine that by the end of this video, hopefully, okay? So what is a karmic relationship, okay? A karmic relationship is a relationship meant to facilitate lessons we need to learn in this lifetime surrounding love and partnership. A karmic relationship might be thought of as a type of soulmate relationship, as it is a connection of two souls. Though it's different from twin flame and soulmates soulmates that are healing in nature, more likely than not, we'll each have one of these karmic relationships in our lifetime. It's the love that pushes your buttons and pushes you to grow. But these relationships aren't exactly smooth sailing. From a spiritual point of view, the idea behind karmic relationships is that the two of you made an agreement before your souls enter this lifetime to help each other out on your respective paths, okay? Very often, explained relationship counselor Margaret Paul, PhD, she said, there are numerous unresolved issues from past lives. When people open to learning rather than to try to control each other, then much healing can occur. In this way, karmic relationships are like guides or teachers, and usually they're temporary. They're meant to help you grow at soul level in often difficult push-pulls ways, says Shannon Kaiser, which is the author of the Self-Love Experiment, right? But usually they are not intended to last a long time. This is because you are coming together in this life to clear karma because, erase that. This is because you are coming together in this life to clear karma between each other. It's often a balance out of a bad experience from a past lifetime. Okay, so usually karmics are temporary. They're not meant to be long span relationships, which is why there's always tussle and fight in the relationship. You can't never get the relationship right. It's always a fight. It's always something. It's always some drama. 9 times out of 10, it may be a karmic relationship and you're not learning from it, okay? You're not getting the lesson and moving on. It's just to learn the lesson and move on. Most karmics are not meant to be in your life forever. They're just lesson people. They're here to teach you your lesson for this lifetime and you keep it moving, okay? So 9 times out of 10, this may not be a boyfriend or girlfriend or a regular friend. This can be your mom, or this can be your brother or sister, which is a hard decision sometimes to leave them alone. However, if you don't, that will stump your growth. It will stump what you got going on. It's not your fault. They're karmic, you know what I mean? But you just got to learn what you have to learn from them, you know, which is the karmic traits. Recognize those things, you know, and whatever they might teach you about yourself, because 9 times out of 10, they're teaching you something about yourself, which why it triggers you, why you guys trigger each other, you know? So you learn that lesson, and even though it's hard to separate from these people, in order to ascend, you have to, which is why you have to recognize karmic behavior when you see it. Now, I'm going to give you samples of karmic relationships, right? But before I get into that, let me just say, if you feel that you are a karmic, okay, if you feel like you're the karmic, okay, that doesn't mean doomsday, guys. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm karmic, my life is over, God doesn't love me, God is gonna punish me. No, it doesn't mean that. Yes, karma is real. Yes, you 9 times out of 10 will get karma for whatever it is that you're doing. Definitely, for sure. However, you don't always have to sit in that seat. You can eventually become a divine femme. Okay, you can eventually become, it's all about doing your healing work, recognizing the situation, sitting your ass down and healing. Okay, all of us have something special about us. It's about what you do with it. Okay, you can be the greatest person and do shitty work out here, doing all the evil work you could do, right? Or you can do great things and save many lives, and you know, it's all on what you want to do with your power, with your knowledge, with what you know, or what you can do, like things like that. So if you are a karmic, it's not doomsday. Like, do your healing, mama or papa or papito, whatever. do your healing and you'll be alright. Okay? First of all, ain't nobody here to judge you in this world, like here. And first of all, over here, come Lexi over here. Nobody's here to judge you. I am not here to judge you, honey. Okay? Because that's not my job. But I am here to tell you when you are fucking up. Excuse my language, whoever don't like cussing, but I cuss. I am here to tell you that so that you can do the work. Fix it. Do whatever it is you got to do to better the situation. Whatever you got to do to get yourself out of the situation. I'm here to help you with that all day, every day, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what healing. That's what it's about. It's about healing. Becoming a better you. Becoming a better you so you can be a better person for whether it's your family, your children, humanity, period. That's what it's about. All right, so let's get these signs, okay? Signs you're in a karmic relationship, okay? I think it's about 15 of them, okay? So let's start with 1. There's an instant connection, okay? You meet this person. The most obvious sign is you feel that you've known this person forever, okay? Sometimes you get a very good feeling about this, but sometimes there's some fear attached to it, depending on what the karma is, right? Sometimes you meet this person and you know they're not right for you, but the attraction be so real. We don't listen to that first intuition sign sometimes. And if you're in a relationship that's not working out and you had this feeling initially in your meeting this person, then you know. Shame on you. You know better. Anyway, 2. There's a lot of drama. These situations are tumultuous. If drama is the foundation for your love affair, chances are you're in a karmic relationship, okay? There's always an argument. Y'all just can't get it right. Y'all argue over the damn shoe being yellow, or the shoestring being white, or the goddamn time being 3:30. All things that you can't control. The shoe is yellow. All right. the time is 3:33. Like, we arguing over that. Now, if you arguing over dumb things like that, you know, that was just a stupid example, but you get what I mean. Dumb arguments. Okay? Things feel off early on. Did you notice a lot of red flags? Even in the early stages of the relationship, sometimes those triggers are parts of the very lesson the relationship is meant to teach. Didn't I just say that? Right? Number 4, they make you feel frustrated. If you feel frustrated and misunderstood, you are most likely in a karmic relationship. This is because karmic relationships aren't about a perfect union. They're about growth. They're about growth. They're only for temporary, so you can learn the lesson and keep it pushing. Okay? 5, they're unpleasant to be around, okay? For whatever reason, and it may be a feeling you can't quite place. You find their presence to be heavy and begrudging. Yet, despite the unpleasantry, you don't want to let them go. Weird shit, right? If this is happening to you. Okay. Okay, number 6, they're addicting. Karmic relationships quickly become all-consuming, even despite the aforementioned issues like inexplicable tension or frustration, okay? So this person could walk through the door and you're frustrated. You just get mad. Your energies just can't never match. There's always some type of bump, right? That's a sign. Number 7, there's a lot of miscommunication, okay? Usually there's a lot of push and pull and miscommunication, all right? These miscommunications can help show us, what we value and expect in a relationship or where healing needs to take place, okay? Yeah, so like I said, that's kind of like, oh, the shoestring is green, and you're like, no, it's not, it's yellow, and you're like, it's green, and you're like, but it's yellow, and then you argue over it, like really argue over it. That just drained me out. Nah. 8, there are a lot of highs and lows. Things are never quite consistent. And while you may have good and even wonderful days where everything seems perfect, there's a part of you that knows it's only a matter of time before things go south. Number 9, they're repetitive, okay? Those highs and lows tend to repeat themselves over and over. Similarly, you may run into the same issues that carried over from a past relationship, indicating the lesson that needs learning. When I say that, you will go over and it will just go like a cycle over and over. If you haven't learned that lesson, that's how you'll know when the same situation keeps happening over and over and over, okay? 10, they become codependent, okay? They become codependent. I usually like my little eye and a camera too. You know what I'm saying? There we go. They become codependent. Karmic relationships have a tendency of becoming codependent relationships quickly. You may feel there's no other option but to give them all your time and energy. Okay? That's a no. That's already a sign. They're trying to keep you away from friends. They're trying to Narcissistic traits is a lot of karmic behavior. Okay? It's really similar. Very 100%. They shine a light on your fears. This person will bring all your fears to the surface about love, your future, and your relationship together in general. Any past traumas will be brought to light. There's no running from it. Okay? So this is somebody always throwing stuff in your face. You know, yeah, that's why you did it. You better than me, but you did this. Oh, but you forgot you did this. Oh, you did it. That's a sign right there, honey. They bring out the worst in you. The extreme nature of the karmic relationship roller coaster can bring the worst out of the most level-headed person, okay? You may turn into someone you don't even recognize or even like around this person, okay? you will be like a whole other person, to the point where you'll notice that shit. You'll notice that when they're like, dang, did I just go in like that? Oh my God. You know, you'll start to notice, like, oh my God, did I just do that? They make you exhausted. Okay, this is 13. Okay, all the ups and downs and miscommunications, codependencies becomes energetically, mental, and emotionally exhausting, especially when they're around. So they just become draining. You know, they make you just you tired all the time. As soon as they come, you're drained out. You start slugging, you wondering why. All right. 14, you feel like you can't let go. You may make excuses for your partner despite all these things because your connection is so strong and you feel like you're meant to be, but you're not. You're not. Karmic relationships are not supposed to be forever relationships. And the more people understand that, the better off. This is why, you know, and I'm not talking down, because listen, I've lived this. Listen, I have a lot of friends. I live a life too. I know, okay? I got family, and I know, okay? This is why some of us women end up by ourselves with children. We have babies, you know, with karmic relationships, you know, constant battles. And then when you decide to separate, it's when you already have brought family, kids into the world. And that makes things complicated to the point where you guys can't even separate, you know. And so this stunts your growth and stunts their growth too. You know, you both are stunting each other because you both were together karmically for a lesson. Whether you were learning from them or them learning from you, or you guys learning from each other, period. Because sometimes you both were meant to learn from each other, but it doesn't work out that way. There's always one who learns the lesson and one who doesn't. Very rarely both of them work it out together, you know. You know, both learn the lesson, keep moving. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to learn a lesson. They're not going to learn a lesson. They're going to learn. You're not going to learn. Like, somebody's always going to be lingering there, which is what makes it hard for you to get out of a karmic relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't want to let that go. You know, that connection. You or them sometimes. You know, the codependency stays there. Like, you need them. You feel like you need them for whatever reason. Maybe they just took out the trash every day. You got used to that. Something small like that. Or maybe they just gave you a ride to work. Maybe this is a friend who they gave you a ride every day. This was your one ride wherever you needed to go. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to cut that off because you need the ride. But yet she's stressing you the hell out. It's always some shit. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about choices, free will here. So 9 times out of 10 when we going through things, it's because of the choices that we're making when we know better. Okay? Okay, 15, which is the last one. They don't last, okay? Eventually, when the time is right and the work and healing have been done, you both will move on, okay? You both will move on, okay? Let me read this last bit here. Even two well-meaning people in love can wind up having a toxic relationship, especially with a karmic connection. It becomes toxic when you don't trust yourself or learn the lessons presented to you, and that if your soul is suffocating, it's time to take stock and give yourself permission to leave. Unless people know how to learn from unresolved issues in the past, they can create huge problems in the relationship. If you've ever found yourself in a relationship with a narcissist, you may understand this all too well. If you are ignoring red flags or negotiating with your own feeling of angst, I don't know what that means, angst. This could be an opportunity to practice self-love and believe in yourself. The best thing to do if you think you are in a karmic relationship and it is turned toxic is realize you deserve to be happy and focus on your relationship with yourself. As such, self-love is very important. Okay? Self-love is very important. And if you feel like you're in some type of karmic relationship, I don't know if people is into divination. Some people is not into divination. But if you are into divination, you might want to just get a reading and find out what your karmic, what's the karmic cycle that you're in. Like, what the past life specialist, you know, we got to get us past life specialist and learn what's your karmic working, what's the karmic that you have, the karma that you have to work out in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be doing something repetitively, and which is why you're still living how you live in, or in the situation you're in. You haven't learned your lessons, okay? So if you feel like you're in some karmic relationship that you can't get yourself out of, I think the best thing that you can do is self-love. Like they said, self-love. Because sometimes you're stuck in that relationship for a while. You can't get out of it for whatever reason, or you're planning to get out, you're making your plans, it's not working out. Whatever, you stuck in it, okay? If you are stuck in it, you have to give that person less attention and more on yourself. Don't let them control. Don't give them the control. Your mind, your control. You understand what I'm saying? If you know they ain't right, they're trying to control you, they're putting their hands on you and all these wild things, now you know better. You know you was not supposed to be in that mess. If you stuck in this mess, though, and you pray to your gods, do your meditations, a lot of self-care, okay? A lot of self-care. And if this person is a narcissist, gray rock them. If you don't know what gray rock is, look it up. 9 times out of 10, you gray rock them, it'll work. Okay? But, okay, guys, that is my message for today. I'll be back later with a reading, but I just wanted to do this, okay? Karmic relationship for this first segment. And I'll probably do twin flames and then soulmates next and things like that. So, Karma Lexi Intuitive Bestie, and y'all can hear my baby, so I got to go. He needs my mom. So, talk to you in the next one later. I hope this helps someone, okay? Someone, anyone. Self-love, okay? It's about healing. Love you.